Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we've got another bargain bin selection for you. Now, this one comes to us from our good friend Tim B. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tim, for sending this out. Pretty much Christmas present, so that was pretty cool. Thank you again, my friend. I do appreciate it. But yeah, another bargain bin knife. So, what does this Urban Ranger Light version 2 from 704 give us? Well, for one thing, it's our first look at anything from 704 gear. That's what it is. Now, ironically enough, I guess, after I received this one, maybe a week or two-ish after that, 704 Gear actually reached out and said, hey, you want to check out some of our knives? So I'm like, Tim, were you behind that? If you were, thank you again. But yeah, so, you know, this one was kind of just like a first impression, my first impression of 704 Gear. But we've got 3 more back here that are going to give us, you know, a little bit more information about the brand. So, the Urban Ranger Light version 2. Well, blue G10, brilliant blue G10, as you can see. The color is awesome. I'm definitely digging on it. G10, like I said, the G10 does have some texturing going on. It's pretty good. My thumb does kind of slide across it a little bit. Not bad, but it does a little. So I gotta point it out as I see it. You've got open construction. You have a reversible deep carry clip. You will have a little bit of peekaboo. We'll see it in the pocket, but it's going to peekaboo just a little bit. And from the looks of it, I think you could get, if you're a lanyard fan, I'm pretty sure you could get a lanyard on this back standoff without much issue. So, for sure. Centering seems to be on point. Very nice. And, of course, it is a crossbar lock. We'll kind of talk about that here in a bit. And dual thumb studs. Very cool. And, well, as you can see right there, 14C, 28N on the blade steel. Whoa, come on now. Follow the knife. But yeah, you know, fit and finish and overall construction looks pretty good. Now, like I said, it's a bargain bin knife. So, you know, as I look these up, they're looking at, what was it, 14.5 for a G10 knife and 16.5 for my Micarta knife. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. And, you know, I don't always do, but I did do an initial cut test on this. If you haven't seen that short, should have already posted. If you haven't, it'll be linked down below. Go check it out and just check out how the Urban Ranger Light version 2 did on its initial cut test. So, crossbar lock, dual thumb studs, action. Jumps out there pretty nicely. You've got that nice drop point 14C blade. Do have a little bit of a ramp with some jimping on it. Jimping is small. You've got a small patch of jimping for one, and doesn't really catch my thumb. As it does help because there is a ramp there, but the jimping, you know, definitely we've seen worse, but we've definitely seen better. I mean, you can tell that jimping is not very deep. So it's kind of more there for looks than for use. Crossbar lock, not bad. Pretty smooth. I didn't shake it out. I could feel the blade want to go. I could feel it kind of give a little bit of a rock there a couple of times. But I've shaken it pretty hard. It's not coming out. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I really had to shake it, and it did pop out. But it took some effort to get it to do this. Where I wanted to kind of focus on this crossbar lock is the actual studs on the crossbar lock really they stick out. They're just big. They're bigger than, they just feel bigger. Well, they look bigger, but they definitely, when you go to actuate it, they definitely feel bigger. Man, I wished I've heard, never mind. Anyway, they just are. They're big. And here, let's just kind of compare it against the OG. And if you can see there, well, let's do this. This will actually give you a little bit better look. But, I mean, they stick out quite a ways. So, yeah. That was one of the things I noticed right off. I was like, wow, that just feels big. Never heard that. Anyway, it's just, they are. They just stick out there. And that, I mean, it comes shut pretty nicely. You know? Other than them just kind of sticking out there. Yeah, not bad. So, all right, spec check. What do we got for the spec check? So, we're looking at not quite 8 inches. I'm going to give it, man, it's not quite 7 3/4. Your handle, roughly right about 4 3/4, which should give us pretty close to a 3-inch blade. It almost, see, we're a little shy of 3 inches. Grip length, you're coming in at right about 3 1/4, which it does feel pretty darn good in hand. It's a little wide. Let's see. Just as a handle in the grip, I mean, it's about a 1/2 inch. Maybe a hair over, but not too bad. Not too bad overall. So, of course, size comparison-wise, like I said, we're going to go back to that OG for the access style or crossbar style lock. So, pretty close. A little shorter. It's almost a 1/2 inch shorter on the blade end. And, yeah, almost kind of that on the handle end, too. And then, of course, definitely smaller than the PM2. Without a doubt. Get a weight on it. We'll start in grams for our friends across the pond. So we're at 102 grams, 3.6 ounces. And in the pocket, pretty nice going in. Pretty smooth. Like I said, you do have a little bit of peekaboo just because that blue is so brilliant. Wow. But it's pretty deep coming out. Pocket clip could, yeah, it could be just a little bit. I mean, you know, and we do have that texture. It's the pocket clip with the strength of the pocket clip up against that texture. I don't really see it as a pocket ripper, so to speak. The pocket clip could be a little bit stronger because, like I said, I'll do that one more time. It's nice and smooth going in. I mean, you have a little pop coming out, but do I think it's going to fall out of my pocket or anything like that? No, I don't do a whole lot of jumping jacks and standing on my head, so not really worried about that aspect. So the overall. Well, I mean, what'd I say, $14.50 for a G10 14C 28N crossbar lock knife? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The fit and finish is well over that price. The action is well above that price point. And, you know, comfort level. Pocket clip, not an issue for me. It's not a hot spot, not anything like that. Really, my only nitpick with it is just how big those studs feel on the crossbar lock. They just, I don't know. It does kind of bug me a little bit. I mean, for a $14, $15 knife, yeah. I'm not complaining as far as that goes. It's just a feel thing. You know, when you're used to something like this, where they're, you know, they're right where they need to be. You can actuate it just fine, no issue. These just protrude out a little bit more than I guess I would like to feel. But overall, for 14, 15, 16 bucks, micarta, less than 20 basically, it's kind of hard to go wrong. And like I said, I urge you to check out that initial cut test. With a knife like that, with a price tag like that, yeah, it's hard to go wrong, really. So, like I said, first impressions of the 704 Gear brand as a whole, pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, I've got 3 more back here we're going to be taking a look at. Greatly appreciate 704 sending those out for me to check out. And of course, thanks to Tim for sending the Urban Ranger Lite version 2 as my first introduction into the 704 gear brand. Greatly appreciate you, my friend. And of course, I appreciate all of you stopping by to take a look at it with me today as well. So, have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.